Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews, everyone. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. So, I just got done watching Cobra Kai, Season 1. I got some thoughts. Objectively, I'm reviewing the whole season, mind you. Objectively, this is a very, very well done show. Very well done first season. The only thing that I have a problem with is the writing, and I will get into that after I go over the subjective. Pretty much top marks all, except for writing. I will say that there is a humongous problem. Now, subjectively, I am a Karate Kid fan. I love those movies. I can watch them in my head if I want to. All except for the third one, because I haven't seen the third one enough times. But the first and second one, I have seen enough times to watch them in my head to perfect recall. Now, that will play into my objective problems with it. Subjectively, I love this show because I love the callbacks to the originals, the music, how the characters are entangled in a way that doesn't make it chaotic, but interesting. The ending of the first season tells me that Johnny is going to want to take the Cobra Kai into a different direction. And hopefully with the reintroduction of Kreese coming in at the absolute end, I will say he's going to not be on good terms with Kreese. And he also noticed that his students were getting out of line during the tournament. He is noticing this. And I think that he's going to want to take it into a different direction. And I think that is a good thing. Because as a martial artist, I am not a fan of very aggressive martial arts and people learning it to be aggressive and all that. I'm not into that kind of martial arts. I am more of a defensive person myself. I will be defensive and wait for you to come at me. And then I'll let you have it. That's how I was taught martial arts. Fighting is a last resort. You do not strike first. You do not strike hard. Well, you do strike hard. But you also show mercy by not killing the person unless you absolutely have no choice. That's what I was taught. It is an absolute end of the line resort. Going fatal with your moves. And believe me, folks, I can be extremely brutal in fights, but I choose not to. It's something that was taught to me when I was taking martial arts. Anyway, the objective flaw of this entire series is that it should not even exist. You see, this show was built on the premise that Johnny Lawrence couldn't get over his loss. That he never moved on from his loss against Daniel LaRusso back in the 80s. Well, it tells a different story if you watch the movie. You see, like I said, perfect recall up here, folks. The person who hands the trophy to Daniel LaRusso at the end of the first movie is not the ring announcer. It's not the referees. It's John Lawrence. Johnny Lawrence himself takes the trophy and says, "You're all right, LaRusso. You're all right." That is a clear indication he has accepted his loss. He respects Daniel now. And he's made peace with it. Further shown in the second movie, where he says to his sensei, Kreese, what are you talking about? I got second place. Second place is no place. You're off the team. What are you talking about? I did my best. He stood up to Kreese because he did his best and he is accepting of it. And he left Cobra Kai after Kreese nearly killed him in that parking lot. So for him to be holding a grudge, it would have made more sense for this show to exist if they had a different ending to the first Karate Kid movie. Meaning, he stormed off in anger or whatever, if he didn't handle it well. This show would make more sense. But the show does not make sense when directly linked to the first Karate Kid movie. Good callbacks and all that stuff, sure, but a nostalgia factor is not enough. You have to have the story be consistent. And that leap from the first movie to this show is not consistent in that manner. Johnny Lawrence accepted his defeat. He accepted his loss to Daniel LaRusso, and he respected LaRusso at the end of the movie. Now, there are going to be people who try to explain that away, but it goes to standard observation that if a person is that accepting, they aren't going to hold a grudge for 30 years, or 40 years, 30 years. It just doesn't, that's not reality. Anyway, folks, that is my review. Objectively, this is a 9 out of 10. Maybe an 8.5 out of 10 if I'm being absolutely fair. Subjectively, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. And martial arts viewer, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. And showgoer, a 9 out of 10. I was thoroughly enjoyed. Alright, folks, that is going to be the review. Anyway, y'all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Do not put any spoilers for Season 2 in this comment section. If you do, I do not care if you have been a supporter of my channel for a long time. I will ban you from my channel if you do. I take this that seriously, folks. I want to be surprised when I watch Season 2. Anyway, folks, this has been Orange Hat Reviews. Stay humble.